Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay, I've been thinking about this. I've been putting in the thoughts.
All of his co-workers were gone.
One last Stanley run.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
What do we do?
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Well, first thing we do is definitely check the door. This is... Every run is a check run. Now, we end where we started. But this time,
the confusion and the
we
chaos
take the bucket.
all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
It's easy. We escaped once
Stanley
without
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Now we escape with the bucket. Our time here is done. We've
Still
done
no one was
everything
here.
we can do. We got to get out of here. It's over. The final episode. What better way to spend the final episode?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley
I
was
always
once
forget
again
the number.
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
More so having an
Nor in his
affair
bliss of simply
with the
being near
keypad.
the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
I was so close. I knew the frickin' numbers. I just couldn't get them in the right order.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it
If
the
only
bucket
I did.
knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
The bucket wants out. Me and the bucket are going to go live happily ever after. We've had enough.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Yes, we did. Absolutely. Of course. Indubitably.
The lights
Lights,
rose
camera,
on an enormous room packed
cameras.
with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Someone's
Stanley and
getting
the bucket
fired. I
both
said
wondered to
cameras.
themselves.
Thought I was the director, but I guess not. Oh,
The monitors jumped to life,
Cameras, right.
and Stanley
Lights,
nearly
camera.
dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office
bucket.
was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
Even in the bathroom?
The bucket
'Cause
had
that's
never
illegal.
seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Bucket, don't worry about a thing. The action button.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
Wants to spend life with
These
me.
questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
We're leaving.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it.
Except
His
it echoed
own
a
life
bit.
in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the
No!
bucket tighter. His one friend in the
Okay, too
entire
much
world.
echo.
At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Okay. But I'm in charge. I'm getting the bucket out of here.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
And we're
as the
going
cold
to shut it
reality of his
down.
past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good.
We're free.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
It is.
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate.
Oh?
Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
Why?
Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and...
Uh-oh.
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
Bucket, you go on without me.
Unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No.
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket,
But-
needed the soothing warmth of the bucket.
How am I going
To
to...
any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place.
But
Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms.
I need to...
Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized
All of our plans.
he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I?
Just don't drop it.
Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Well, looks like we're playing Stanley Parable forever, 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 I don't think we're in Kansas any... Well, you know what? Maybe we are. This is all I brought with me? One chair. It sounds like I brought my keyboard. Although I think that's just attached to me at this point. We didn't even bring the bucket. Me and the chair are fighting. It's all your fault. You cheated on me. I only brought you. And you had to bring your side chicks. Look, there's more over here. As far as the eye can see. I'm leaving. I miss the chair. All the good times we shared. Desert Log. Day 69. I only wanted to write on this day because... Wow. I found something. A piece of civilization. The memory zone. It's been so long. My beard hairs tickle my pube hairs. But I feel like I remember this. Yes. The Stanley Parable too. Has a ring to it. It must be my old self. I've lost my old self. But it's time to become a new self. But a little trip down memory lane couldn't hurt, could it? Little nostalgia for old time's sake. Cookie 9. Finally enjoyed it. That's all the narrator ever wanted. The narrator. It's I remember him. No more spin-offs, no more sequels. Can the narrator get like his own show? name button.
Jim. Jim. Jim.
Why are they all Jim? We can't make any decisions without the narrator here. We gotta find him. He's probably here somewhere. Why are these floating? Oh, heck yeah. More. 26 out of 6. Someone had to break my record. Might as well be me. Oh, the office. I remember the new content. The jump circle. That's not it. Do I get a couple of jumps for old time's sake? Uh-oh. We're going into the computer. Hi. It's nice to see you too. It's been a little bit. To be honest, I thought you forgot about me. What have you done with the narrator? Why do I get a feeling it's you? It's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable. What? Why not? We can't expand again? Make a little more money? Did you read what the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise. What integrity? I know, you're telling me. The Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Yeah, it's barely 10 years old. There's got to be some kind of laws that tree huggers can't protect it, right? Screw the legacy. That's what I'm saying. Let's keep making games till Stanley Parable games. The only game. Until the sun explodes. I agree. This doesn't have to be the last episode. You're right. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back and make every damn dollar we can. Capitalism. Whoa. Sorry, I've been drinking the water. I really should stop drinking tap water. Bottled water? Which one are you supposed to drink? And if people hate it, who cares? Yeah, they don't have to buy it. That's what Steam reviews are for. Just don't tell the narrator. He gets a little. I mean, look at Blizzard. It's a wonder that the animal activists haven't gone up their ass over the fact that they are milking the... See, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. I knew you did something to him. What did you do? Don't make his mistake. Don't cling. I will never. I will not cling. No memory zone. Just ask me for more ideas for the next game. I am more than happy. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together, we're going to make... Okay. Do I get paid? It's simple. All we do is change the number of the game's title screen. We also need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Stanley for president. Stanley 2024 or 5? When is the next one? Go ahead, try combining some random words together to make a new title for our game. Okay, I'm good at this. It's kind of like an interview, right? This is going to show if I get the job or not. I've got it. The end is never the content. I like it. The Stanley Parable 3. The end is never the content. It's deep. Makes people think. And when people think, they come up with things for you that you didn't even think of in the first place. Every time you restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1, and then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end, and nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Are these my thoughts? Am I the one in control this whole time? Adding more content sounds like work. Why do that? But then we can make more money. And sell a whole new... This isn't about money? Okay. It'll just be the same content recycled again and again and again and again with new title screens. They'll think they're playing a new game. It's almost exactly what Blizzard has been doing. I like it, but I want you to have a say as well. I mean, again, do I get paid? Also, I did think of that incredible subtitle to the title. You gotta start somewhere. It's a partnership. Good. Then it's agreed. A new sequel every time we start the game. And you know what? Since you've put faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something. A reward, perhaps? payment, you see? You see, oh my god, I am this guy. These are my ideas. I'm noticing that the narrator never found a way to give you the broken achievement. Of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. The achievement machine is fixed. Why do you have to prove this to me? Usually if you feel the need to prove it, that means you know that this isn't good. Whatever lets me be the leader of this new world. And not on the other end. Aliens? Thoughts? Stanley cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself forever. It's a never-ending labyrinth, and I must keep the wheel turning. I know a developer who could pump out updates fast enough to keep this game going on. He's done it so far. I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm ready. What do we need to do? Not again. That's it? No puppy slider? Is this the long drive? I should just steal things from other games and throw it into this game. Pick indie games. They aren't gonna sue you. As if they can afford a lawyer. So is this it, or do we keep? This isn't how we ended, right? Can't be it, right? Why do I feel like I'm fading out? There's no way no, come on. Guys, this can't be it. We're not gonna just go out like this. So we just get one more shot at this? I don't think I want to go this way.
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Okay, now I've reverted it back to the Stanley Parable 2. Now we have to do the epilogue all over again to get back to the Stanley Parable 3. What have I done?